Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thought I would do one final video on the Badlands winch install and also a fused power block that I installed under the hood. So here's the completed winch hookup. You can see where I ran the wiring up behind the grill. Now, one thing about this Badland winch is the wiring is pretty short from the receiver here that is supposed to run down to the winch itself. So what I did is cut off some of the wiring that is supposed to go to the battery, and I just connected it to give it a longer extension out to the winch. And bought, I don't know, it was probably a $9–10 pair of jumper cables at Harbor Freight, and used that as the line out to the rear of the Pioneer to the battery box. So you can see I kind of just wound the wiring under here and zip tied it. What I also did was install a 12-slot fused accessory or power box. These will be for future mods, probably a GMRS radio, spotlights, and so forth. One of the reasons is as I took the cover off the battery and looked, the bolts going into the battery terminals are so short that there was barely enough room to get an additional wire connector on under each nut and bolt. So what I also did, some guys will run the power cable under the passenger side. I didn't want to remove the skid plate, and it seemed like a lot of clutter under that side. So I was able to feed it down through past the steering, made sure that it wasn't near the steering linkage or any other moving part. And from there, ran it along the brake line, and I just wrapped it with some black electrical tape to make it blend in under the wheel well. But double checked and nothing rubs, you know, when I steer. Of course, I still have the stock tires on it, but I figured if it's safe enough for the brake line, then it would be good enough for the power line as well. So it goes along the driver's side above the skid plate. And then I hang a curve again, follow the brake lights to the other side, and then they just come up by the battery box. So like I say, there's other ways to run it, but to me it made sense. It was the path of least resistance, and it seemed to work fine for me. So just to give everyone a final update on the winch install and the wiring. Winch works good. I'll probably get a fair lead cushion on Amazon for the hook, and some other things soon. So again, please like the video if you like this content. Consider subscribing. I do have a lot more mods and writing writing videos planned. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.